Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Fall into Winter. Up in the Air, What's Your Beauty? Presented by Bold Blind Beauty. This edition will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So if you would love to catch it on the replay, you can. We have with us here today our beauty editor, Dana Hinnant, our lovely intern, Ava Lawler, and our wonderful ambassadors to take us through another edition of What's Their Beauty? Over to you, Dana.
Thank you, Nasreen. Good evening, everybody. Happy holidays. And thank you for joining tonight for part 2 of What's Your Beauty? Fall into Winter. And I'm going to keep track and be mindful of everyone's time. So I'm going to toss it over to our intern, Ava, to ask the icebreaker question to everyone. Take it away, Ava.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ava. So for our first icebreaker question for the night, it is, what makes you think of fall and winter the most? So if anyone would like to start.
I'll say pumpkin spice for fall. I have pumpkin spice everything.
That's good, Christine. Is Aziza with us?
I am. So for me, it's when all those like festive scents start coming out.
Nice. And what about you?
For me, fall is where I live in my climate. I can get all 4 seasons in one day. So in the morning, it feels like winter. And then by mid-morning, it's spring. And then in the afternoon, it's suddenly summer. And then in the afternoon, it's fall. And then by nighttime, it's winter again. So I don't know what to wear. And I've got many layers on.
Oh, that's interesting. Becky, what represents fall and winter to you? I know you live in Vegas, so it might look a little different.
Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit different, but our leaves still tend to change colors, and that always kind of gives that feeling of fall, even when it's a little warmer. I would also say adding spice to everything and the desire to have those warmer, more hearty foods is when I start to feel like it's fall.
Nice. Nice. Ava, I'm going to ask you what signals fall or winter to you?
I would say pumpkin spice too. It just, especially where like the sugar cookie drinks from Starbucks also always make me think of fall.
Nice.
Hey, this is Anisa. I had a hard time to find the unmute button.
Go ahead, Anisa. What represents fall? I know you're on the Pacific Northwest. So what does fall, winter, what does it represent to you when you know these seasons have come?
So a lot of crackling leaves under my feet, a lot of trees and greenery we have here. Spices that was mentioned a few times works for me as well, but especially for the winter, when I think of preparing for the winter sports, I feel like, oh yeah, winter is here, because I know that every other Saturday I'll go to a mountain for skiing, and that brings me to the winter mood. And also my spouse listens a lot of Christmas carol, so definitely these are some indications.
Oh, nice. And I'm not sure if the rest of the Bold Blind Beauty team can answer at the moment. If you would like to, Steph, if you can, you can.
I can answer.
Okay, cool.
Okay, like some of the others have mentioned, what represents fall and winter to me, aside from the wonderful smells, the scents, the smells, the taste. I love cider, hot cider especially. But when my skin begins to dry up like the Sahara Desert. I also have an answer from Emilee, if you would like me to play it.
Oh, I sure would love to hear what she has to say.
Okay, let me share my screen. Just bear with me a second.
While she's looking, Dana, I can tell you, for me, it's the change of leaves, the color of the leaves, and for me, fall into winter is just raking the leaves and seeing all the wonderful colors. I know some of these ladies said apple cider and all things pumpkin spice, and that's true too. But going to the pumpkin patch to find nice pumpkins, and just the array of orange and reds and yellows and browns and golden colors just around the foliage and just around the neighborhood is just a wonderful sight to see. So for me, that's added with this pumpkin spice and added with the apple cider is the wonderful colors of fall.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Would it be easier if we just go through the questions and maybe play Emilee after we gone through? I don't know how long her recording is.
Certainly do that. I broke them out. I broke out each of the questions because I did have trouble trying to find the player. We can certainly do that if you would like to.
No, because I was thinking, would that be easier? So
I think it would, because she read each question before she answered it.
Okay. So why don't we hear from these ladies first, and then we'll go through the questions, and then we'll play Emilee's, and we can hear all hers all at once, if that will work.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, all right, we're going to start with the first question, and it's going to go to Aziza. So what's your beauty routine as far as your skincare for your face and body?
So for me, my routine doesn't change too much, except that my moisturizers get a little bit heavier because living in Denver, it is so dry and it's so cold and like crisp that it does take a toll on your skin. So it's really important to stay really moisturized and keep a nice barrier for your skin. I like to loosely follow the K beauty model. So I do something like a water-based cleanser followed by a toner, an essence, or a oil kind of serum followed by a moisturizer. So that is what I usually do. Sometimes I'll switch it up with like a face mask or a sheet mask in there, but I usually don't follow all of the other because it's just a lot. So that is what my routine usually looks like.
Nice. And if you're doing the K beauty thing, depending on what you're doing, there's a lot of steps to it. So
it's a lot.
Yeah. So you get what works and you just work it that way. Because I know at night, who wants to go through 9 steps before they go to sleep? So
and I was looking at it the other day to like make sure I was presenting it correctly for this panel. And there's some people follow a 5-step, some people follow a 10-step, and then there's a 14-step version. And I was like, oh no.
No, I'm into lazy girl beauty, simple and effective.
Yeah.
So not that many steps. Yeah. So thank you for sharing that. Christine, what's your skincare routine?
Yeah, I guess you'd say I'm kind of old school in what my mom and my grandmother taught me to do. But I use a lot of moisture. I mean, we live in Georgia, so kind of like we go through 4 seasons in a day. And right now we're at like 72 degrees. So we're always bouncing up and down. So I have to kind of watch my moisturizers. If we're cold, I get dry skin. I have to moisturize more. If days like here we are in December at 72, I have to watch out or I can break out. I have to kind of cut back on the moisturizers. But I have a moisturizing soap that I've used this one particular brand for years. And I kind of stay with that. Sometimes it's even hard to find it. And honestly, I just look at different, again, I'm having to use more concealer because, I'm getting to see some lines there. But honestly, I just use, some moisturizing face cream that's kind of old school, but that's something that works. So I stay with it. And I'm with a lot of different products such as, well, I don't know. Are we allowed to say a brand?
We did the last time.
Okay, I didn't want to say. So I stay with a lot of Olay products. the tone soap I use. It's not a most, a very popular soap anymore. You don't hear a lot about it, but Tone soap has a lot of lotion in it, so I stay with that. It's something my grandmother taught me when I was young. She said always stay with it, so I'm like, okay, grandma. And it works. It seems like my skin is fairly moisturized, but I do get really dry skin, kind of like Stephanie was saying earlier. So I use CeraVe lotion. That is something that it's a little bit more, but that's something that I've stuck with ever since I discovered it. So that's about it for me.
Nice. Now I'm gonna ask another part to that question, and I know you ladies can answer this one. As far as your body, do you do anything different as far as the routine? So Aziza, I'm gonna start back with you.
Kind of same thing. I like to moisturize. I have a product recommendation down on like my must, way farther down on one of my questions. So I like different body butters and lotions, and I love dry oils. Those are like some of my favorites because they're not as heavy as lotions and body butters. So you don't feel like, oh, get this off my skin, but they are still very moisturizing. So those are really fun.
Nice. So the second question is, let's see, what hair color, style, or cut are you trying that's new for you for the season? So Aziza, are you trying anything new with your hair?
I am not really. I generally do things that try and preserve my length. That is generally what I try and do. I prefer to style my hair more with like actual like style, like just doing things like hair do's, I guess, like with accessories more than like changing the actual style and cut, because I like to keep my hair as long as possible. So I'm not very adventurous in that way.
No, that's good. That's is doing things that you're doing different for this time of year. So you're still playing around with things. So that's good. What about you, Christine?
I like to use accessories in my hair. I like to wear hats, and I found these little kind of little hats you can wear where you pull your ponytail through at the top of it. I thought that was cute. I don't do a lot with my hair. I do have to take some vitamins because my hair, it doesn't grow as much as I would like for it to. So I take some biotin and some collagen. That I also sometimes I have some extensions, and I have this. It's a halo extension. I saw it on like TikTok, so I'm going to try it out. So it's actually on the way, and I'm going to test it out. But yeah, I don't change hairstyles a lot. I just kind of wear accessories and try the extension.
Oh, I love you guys' response because I play with the hair accessories too. So those are always fun. So I love that you all incorporate accessories in your hair. So since we have a little more time left, I'm gonna ask if they're able to answer. And do you do anything different with your hair during the fall season? Color, cut, style?
For the season, I tend to leave the length as well. I keep it long instead of getting a haircut during the fall and winter months, just to keep me warm. And then for color, if I do coloring, instead of like in the summer, I'll do more like summer blonde highlights. I'll keep it darker highlights instead. And I like to keep my length longer just so that it gives me more options, so that if I curl my hair or put it up for holiday parties, then I have more options for that.
Nice. Anisa, if you can answer, what are you doing that's different or new for the fall season with your hair, color, cut, style, anything that you do different?
Hello is the other ladies mentioned, I don't really do much when it comes to styling. I started to experiment recently with these hot brushes, and I found them kind of safe to use, so they were not as challenging, and I was happy with that. So I just try to use, products in a way to condition my hair a little more than in summer due to the harsher weather. Add a little more accessories. I really like to use sometimes these scarves to use them as a headband. But in terms of coloring, I don't really do much different in winter.
Nice. I love you guys that you're playing with accessories. That is one way to change up a style really quickly, is just incorporate scarves, hat, any type of clip. That seems to be, especially around this time, like if you're going out, to put like a shiny clip or a decorative clip in your updo, to give it a little festive look. So I love it that you all incorporate accessories in your hair. So Becky, what do you do?
My hair's bob length right now, but in the winter I tend to go with a little more soft, effortless curls, whereas during the summer, usually a little more defined. I also went with an asymmetric bob this time, just because why not? I also like styling with accessories, more likely this time of year to pull out headbands, and then for holiday parties, clipping one side back with like little pearl barrettes and different designs that way to bring a little more fun to it.
Nice. Thanks for sharing, ladies. So the next question, our third question, Aziza, what's your special occasion makeup or your look for holiday parties? Anything that you do special for special occasion or holiday?
So I am a bit of a minimalist makeup user, but I always like to go with a lip product and fragrance that makes me feel the most whatever I'm trying to go for. So like sparkly, festive, sexy, like whatever I'm trying to go for, I try and match that with whatever lip product and fragrance, because I feel like those are the products I identify with the most. So that's kind of what I reach for.
Nice. Christine, what about you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Oh, no problem. What's your special occasion makeup look for holidays and parties?
Well, right now we have an ugly sweater contest going on at one of my parties, so I kind of have a Grinch theme going on. So I'm going to be all in green, but I have like little antlers that I put in my hair and things like that to be fun and a little sparkly. If it's more of a serious party, I have like a little sparkly little tiara that I can put on and things like that. But it depends. I have some sparkly shirts that I can wear or dresses, so something that's more formal. But a lot of the things I'm doing this year is just kind of a casual, ugly sweater type thing. So I'm just wearing fun type of hair accessories that have like deer antlers and things like that.
That sounds like fun. Well, when you said you're going like this green theme, I thought about when I had reported on the podcast for the Beauty Bite back in September. The trend that was trending on TikTok like early fall was green highlighter. I'm not sure who could really pull that off, but it was a thing. So when you said you're going with the green theme, I was like, well, she could throw some green highlighter on her cheeks if she wants to.
Yeah, long as it come off.
It'll go with your green Grinch theme. So, Anne, anything you do for the holiday parties with the makeup, special occasion?
For special occasions, I will add more eye makeup, because I usually don't do that at any other time. So I'll experiment more with eyeshadow. I like to add a bit more glitter, more shine, have a bit more bolder lip, and yeah, just have more, just a little bit more stronger colors than I normally would for when I go out to a party.
Nice. Nice. Anisa, what about you, if you can speak? I'll come back to you, Anisa. I'm going to ask Becky, and if you can answer that question, I'll come back to you. Becky, what do you like to do for your special occasion makeup or holiday?
Yeah, for special occasions, much like Anne, usually I do a little more with the eyes than I would normally. Sometimes it's a fun eyeliner that's colored or sparkly. Other times, colors I've been going to this holiday season are like emerald eyeshadows and more of a purple eyeshadow. So depending on my mood or what dress I'm gonna wear. I also like kind of that gently stained lips where it's slightly blotted off and it's not that deep colors. And pink blushes, just because it gives you that kind of flush that you've been outside of the cold, are things that I tend to go to during this time of year.
And blush has been very popular for the past year, more than it ever was. So that's cool. And I like the fact that you're using like green, that emerald green, because that's pretty, or like a purple eyeshadow. So that's really cool, especially if you do it like a smoky eye type deal.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah, that is so pretty. Let's see. So that was our third question. So I'm going to come back to Aziza for our fourth question. What is your personal beauty secret or hack?
So even though I like to keep it pretty simple with my makeup, I also really like to add color in. So I like to use powdered highlighter to mix into my moisturizer to kind of get that all over glow. I really like the lip and cheek stain sticks and the eyeshadow sticks to get color exactly where I want them. So I don't have to worry about like, is this applying evenly? I really like that sense of control. So those are my go-tos.
All right, thanks for sharing that. Christine, what's your personal beauty secret or hack?
I like to kind of be tan all year round, so I use Jergens, the lotion that tans all year round, and then I like to use bronzer. So I've had people like in the winter, they're like, "How do you stay tan in the winter?" So, but that's stuff that I like to do, and I don't know. I just think I look better with a little bit of a glow.
Nice. So, Anne, I'm gonna go to you. So, what is your personal beauty hack or secret?
I realized that I just want to be able to roll out of bed and look good. So I've started to figure out that if I can curl my hair, probably about once a week, it lasts a good number of days. So then I don't have to worry about it for quite a while, and I can just get out the door and go. And I did microblading for my eyebrows, so that's another step that I took off my list. And getting my nails done, so then I just look put together, and that's about it. So it's just easy things so that I could just get up and go and not have to spend a lot of time doing things.
Right. No, you want to look good, but you want to look effortless, and you don't want to spend like 9 hours trying to put it all together. So no. I understand that. Becky, what about you? What's your personal beauty hack or secret?
I feel like I'm echoing Anne on every question here, but when I first started losing my vision, I got my eyebrows microbladed, and it was the best decision ever because I had scars from playing soccer with glasses back in the day through my eyebrows, so I always had to fill them in. Now I can just get up and go and not worry about them. They're already even. Something I recently started doing was lash lifts. It's a kind of a permanent, semi-permanent curl to your eyelashes. So it looks like my eyes are always done as soon as I get up in the morning. And at most I have to throw some mascara on if I want them to be a little more bold. And then the third thing is manicures. I feel just much more put together on a day-to-day if my nails look nice. So those are like the 3 must-haves for me now. And then I pretty minimalistic day to day with makeup because I don't have to do much.
Right. Wear your own skin and just wear makeup as an accessory. I always say makeup is an accessory, not a necessity. So, and you ladies are feeling really confident in who you are. And I love the fact that she was like, if I don't want to, I don't have to. And you actually tried the lash lift, which is technically a perm for your lashes. How's that working out?
I did it about 2 months ago and I absolutely love it. I did a tint too. I don't think I needed the tint because my lashes are dark already, or darker than my hair and skin. But the lift, I used to curl my lashes and they would fall, and now it's just like permanently curled. Well, semi-permanently curled. And nice. So far it's lasted about 6 weeks, so I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, it's kind of like on the lines of brow lamination, but it's for the eyelashes. So pretty cool. I'm glad it's working out for you too. I'm not sure if Anisa can answer this question, so I'll wait for a little bit to see if she can answer that one.
Hi, this is Anisa. Actually, I don't have much to say in terms of changes that I've done in winter, but I was very interested listening to the experience of semi-permanent eyelash curling. So thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I'm glad she did share that. So somebody who's experienced it. Okay, so we're going to go to question number 5. What are your must-haves or new beauty products for the season? So Aziza, I'm going to start with you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this one. So L'Occitane Shea Butter Ultra Rich Lip Balm. Like, this is the best lip balm. I will not use anything else. And then the Dirty Tea Tree one, I love them as like a spot treatment for acne or just like any problem spots on my skin. I don't use them as an all-over treatment because, again, like, I live in a pretty dry area, so I don't want that everywhere, but it is great. And then Antelau's Naturals 1000 Roses Heavenly Night Cream. I just love all of their stuff, and I love roses, so it was just like like I just had to put them together, and it was like I want it. And so an overnight cream, again, like I've said throughout the whole thing, moisturize is like the best thing you can do for your skin. Your skin is like your biggest organ. You should take care of it. So that is that. And then one of the body oils I was mentioning earlier, this goes back to a brand I just mentioned, the Dirty Lamb, which is a really cute brand name body oil or serum. This just smells so good. Like, I like to put this on when I'm like getting ready to go out. It just smells amazing and it just makes me feel amazing. I don't even think you like need perfume afterwards. It's just that good. It's just amazing. So those are my recommendations.
Nice. Christine, how about you?
I don't have a lot of necessities that just, right here at the holidays. I do like to have Versace perfume. I don't know if anybody smelled that, but it smells so good. And I splurged and got me a big bottle of that. And I like to smell like the holidays. So I'm having this thing about peppermint this year because every time I find anything, it smells like peppermint or I'm buying peppermints. But I found some peppermint lotion that has smelled so good. And I've been wearing it for the last week or so when I found it. So, the scented lotions. And of course, when she mentioned the lip balm, you have to have it. I had to actually go get me some because of the time of the year it is. I don't have a particular brand. I just found some that had a nice flavor to it. So those are my 3 things.
Nice. So, Anne, what's your must-have beauty products are new for the season?
The newest must-have beauty product that I just picked up is a long-wearing lipstick. I've been looking for one for a long time, so I just picked up the NYX Professional one. It's a 16-hour long-wearing, and I'm just testing it out right now, and so far it's been really good because over the holidays, you're eating a lot, and I want to eat, and I want to nibble and snack, but I don't want to have to keep reapplying my lipstick. So this is perfect, and I can still look good and eat and be merry.
Nice. It's not drying your lips out, is it?
No, it's double-ended, so it goes on matte and it's not sticky, and then it's got a gloss, so you can reapply the gloss if you want. But it's been good. It's been great.
I might have to check that out myself,
Yeah.
just to see how that works. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Anisa, your must-have beauty product or a new beauty for the season?
I do not really have a great one to recommend. I guess I haven't done much big purchases, or I cannot think of any.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure when you listen to the playback on this, you'll probably find some stuff that you might want to try for the new year. So that's fine. Becky, what about you? What's your must-have beauty product or new beauty for the season?
So this time of year in Las Vegas, it's extra, extra dry. So skin oils before bed, and particularly rubbing it on the bottom of your feet before you go to bed, is very relaxing and gets you ready to sleep. The other thing that this time of year that's huge is lip balms, as you mentioned. And I like the Langine lip sleeping masks before you go to bed, just to soften up your lips by the time you wake up the next morning. And I've been really enjoying that this winter.
Nice. Nice. And Steph, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
Are we ready to play? I don't want to ask the closing question yet until we hear Emilee's answers.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to click play, and I'm going to stay on it so I can shut it off. Okay.
Okay.
Now, she is going to answer that first question again because I don't know where it starts. So just bear with me.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Bear with me.
Icebreaker. I know it's fall when. What represents fall to you? I know it's fall when I can smell the crisp leaves on the trees and hearing them crunch under my feet, and just that cold air. You can smell it. I've just painted a wonderful picture for you, but you can smell it, and just those leaves on those trees do me in every time for knowing that it's fall. Question 1, what is your skincare routine for the fall, winter, face and body? You can mention specific products if you like. I've recently been trying out Clean Logic exfoliating products with charcoal infusion, and it's something I never thought I would try, so thank you to the Bold Blind Beauty Ambassador Program for hooking us up with this company. But I've literally never felt so clean. I'm using it with my Dove body wash, and just the scrub that I get and the way that my skin feels afterwards, it feels both hydrated and clean, and especially working with kids every day who are coughing on me, and I'm always sick. So having feeling like that is gone when I come home and I hop in the shower has been so helpful for me. and spending more time moisturizing. Now that it's getting cold, I'm spending time outside, so increasing my typical kind of summer, spring moisturizing of every other day to every day now that it's cold. And, you know, we don't want that cracked skin. We don't want any of that. So increasing moisture, even turning on like a diffuser in the house to just keep the air, like have some essential oils going, as well as like just having that moisture in the air is so wonderful to have. Question 2, what hair color, style, and cut are you trying for your new fall winter season? You can mention trendy things that are happening in your area if you'd like. I personally, with my hair, have been trying a lot more curled hairstyles. So a lot of the time I just do straight hair. I leave it, I put it up, I do the quarter up, the half up, the full up, whatever. But I've been trying to curl my hair more to leave it down because I've noticed that I'm getting quite a bit of damage from putting my hair back in ponytails for so long because I just didn't like it in my face. And so when it was straight, it would kind of fall on my face and I was like, I don't like this. So I'm doing more of a curled hairstyle. And so it's staying a little bit more out of my face. I'm kind of putting it behind my ears, but also doing curled hair and then putting into a loose ponytail, and then using those hats that have holes in the top. You see it on ball caps, they have the hole at the back. I never thought of it for a winter hat. And I found a winter hat and it has a hole in the top for your ponytail. So now taking just a regular straight ponytail, kind of boring, curling my hair, putting it up in a ponytail, and then having it go out the back of my hat. I'm both warm, stylish, functional, all the things, and I'm loving it. Question 3, what's your special occasion makeup look for the holiday and parties? I don't have an answer for this one. I'm not a huge makeup person. Just doing any makeup at all is special for me. Question 4, what is your personal beauty hack and secret of makeup, skin, hair, and nails? For me, my ultimate favorite Christmas thing is Christmas nails. I currently just put a nice red plain polish on, but I've done like white snowflakes on my nails and like candy cane themes, and there's so many nail options for Christmas that I every time just sink when I'm like, I get to do Christmas nails. So for me, I use a gel polish, and it's great because it dries instantly, so I don't have to worry about bonking my hands off of things because I use my hands for everything as somebody who's visually impaired. It dries quick. It's high contrast, the red at least, when it comes around to Christmas. And the color selection is just great. There's like glitter, so I can get that visual stimulation. And it's just so easy for me. And so getting to add that special little Christmas touch is my all-time favorite. 5, what are your must-have or new beauty products for the season? So with it getting cold, obviously want to keep those ears warm, wearing lots of hats. And I recently just stumbled across a brand called VIP Wear, and it stands for vision impaired person. And on the front of every hat, they have VIP and a like person walking with a cane. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I can kind of state, I'm visually impaired when I'm not using my cane. And it's a super stylish hat. So would recommend checking out. They have some great both summer and winter hats. But now that it's winter, I'm wearing this hat all the time and kind of getting to state both my identity and keep warm at the same time. And it's great for starting conversations with people about vision loss and kind of creating awareness around it in style. And her hats are so warm. They're like this just super soft texture. So she knows her audience, and they even have a support line for people who are not visually impaired. So when my parents are with me, they have hats that they can wear as well. And it's a cute little matching family affair. Closing question, if money was no object, what cosmetic procedure would you consider trying? I see on here that one of the suggestions is skin resurfacing, and I don't even know what that is. So I would definitely check that out. I don't think any of the other ones super apply to me. I really love my body and who I am, so let me get sappy for a moment and inspirational about what I want to do. But I can't think of anything, but I'm very interested in this skin resurfacing.
So we're going to go to the closing question, and I'm going to toss it back to Ava. Ava?
Hi. So for our closing question, it is, if money was no object, what beauty product would you like to try? For example, Botox, laser surgery, etc. So, Anisa, would you like to start us off?
Sure. So if money was not a reason, I would like to do some fillings for my lips to have them fuller and more shaped. Probably to do a nice permanent eyeliner. So that's already done, and some semi-permanent eyelash curling. Maybe I would whiten my teeth a little more because naturally my teeth are like, watercolor. They are not sparkling white. And I would like to try some nice extensions since I never wore any extensions. I guess probably, I don't know, I would define my apple cheeks a little more. That's about it. I don't know if you would recognize me anymore.
No, those are great. Thank you. Anne, would you like to go next?
Okay, so if really money was no object, I would get a tummy tuck, and then I'd get a surgical chin lift so that I don't have a double chin anymore. That would be if money was no object. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy.
Thank you. Aziza, would you like to go next?
Yeah, so I really wasn't sure about what I would say, but listening to Anisa gave me an idea, like the eyeliner I hadn't really thought about, but that's a really good idea because my eyes are very sensitive and I do not like really anyone touching my eyes or applying anything to my eyes. Really, the only people like I will let apply eyeliner is my mom. I will let her do it for me. But even like if I go to Sephora or like get my makeup done, I'll just tell them like, no, it's fine. We don't need eyeliner. Because of the surgeries I had, my eyes are just so sensitive. But my mom, knows that and knows how to do it. So she's able to do it for me. So thanks for mentioning that, Anisa. The other thing that I thought of is not actually a procedure, but it's a product that I've been like kind of just daydreaming about. It's a really expensive hair care line that my sister has actually been trying, and lots of people have been telling her she's been getting really great hair growth results, and her friends have been trying and getting really good results. It's called Monet Hair Care. And so I've been kind of daydreaming about it, but it's not within my budget. So those are my two things.
Great, thank you. Becky, would you like to go next?
Sure. I actually had eyeliner tattoo or permanent eyeliner on my list. I've already done the microblading and I love not having to worry about it. So I feel like at least a simple eyeliner that you could play up more or less if you wanted would be a good idea. If money was no object, I'd probably do kind of like a skin resurfacing or a laser. I have 2 autoimmune skin conditions, so I don't exfoliate very easily. And I think that would probably be a good. And although I'm on the fence with it, I would probably consider Botox as well, just for those little fine lines at the corners of the eyes that come after we're 40.
Great, thank you. Christina, would you like to go next?
Oh, yeah, sure. Definitely a tummy tuck. I would love to have that. And my upper arms, I need that tightened. So, I mean, I've been in the gym as we've been on this, working my upper arms. That would be great if we could get a surgery and I don't have to do that. I think that's about all.
Great, thank you. Those answers are great. Thank you.
If they can answer, I'm just curious, like Nasreen, if you can answer, if money was no object, what would you have done if you can answer?
That's a great question, Dana. Wow. For me, it would have to be getting myself just a, a trainer, sort of a coach trainer to kind of keep myself toned, slim down, and also having someone to give me more dietary advice, and maybe even be like someone who would do my smoothies and make my smoothies and sort of the dietary needs that you do when you're working out. You want to have a physical trainer. So I would love to have that, just to keep toned, keep healthy, and keep youthful and agile. That's what I would do if I could.
I like Nasreen's answer.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
because everything else I can do myself, right? All the topical, the hacks, and the lip balms and whatnot. But this needs a little bit more help, guidance, mentoring, and someone to say, "Come on, get off your butt, let's do it." You can do
right.
it.
The motivation. Yeah, because
Yeah,
that's the hard part.
exactly.
Yeah. Steph, if you're able to answer that question, what would you do?
You know, that is a good question. I love Nasreen's answer, and I wish that I could say that I would be on par with that, but I would be lying to myself because I would, have a physical trainer and then I wouldn't train. I wouldn't do the things they tell me to do. I'd have a dietitian and I wouldn't eat the things they tell me to eat. And that would work. And I've never been one that believed in any kind of like surgery or surgical procedures to beautify myself, except for perhaps, like Becky had suggested, the eyeliner. I like the idea of doing that, and maybe even perhaps the microblading. But I would love some dental implants. Money was no object. That is what I would absolutely love, but that's not really necessarily considered a beauty type thing. But
yeah, it can be, but the implants for teeth are expensive.
They are.
They're so expensive. So, and insurance does not cover that.
No.
Nope. Steph, that was my second choice because I could use some nice grills,
Yeah. Honestly, that would be the thing for me. Yeah.
No, I like I said, that stuff, they look at that as cosmetic, and sometimes it's just not covered through insurance. So Ava, since you asked the question, if money was no object for you, what would you try? What beauty procedure would you do?
I don't know if it's beauty, but I would definitely get laser eye surgery for my nystagmus if I could afford it. That's like something I've been kind of wanting, even if I'm like, I hate when, like Aziza said, I hate when stuff touches my eyes. Like I can only put on mascara. Like I don't want anyone else like near my eye, but like that's definitely something I would try. And if not, probably a tummy tuck as well.
You're too young to have a tummy.
Probably. Or like a lip, like not an actual lip filler, but like a very moderate, just for my upper lip because it's not proportional to my bottom one.
But that's what makes us beautiful, our little differences. But I love, thank you for sharing what you would do. And I didn't even really know you could have laser surgery for nystagmus. I did not know that.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, did not know that. So I just want to say to everybody on this line, thank you for joining tonight, for sharing your thoughts, ideas, and being willing participants. I've loved working with you all. You ladies, you ambassadors, you are great, very inspirational, and I love your enthusiasm and your energy. So I just want to say thank you so much for the final episode with the ambassadors of What's Your Beauty for Fall and Winter. And I just want to wish you all a happy, healthy holiday and a wonderful new year coming up. So thank you guys. And I'm going to toss it back over to Steph or Nasreen.
Thanks, Dana. Well, everybody, this has been a great of Up in the Air, Fall into Winter. Some great secrets, hacks, some product shares, stories, all unfolded today. This has been great, and I hope our listeners get some great ideas for themselves, because as
women who are bold, blind, and beautiful, we too can apply makeup and feel beautiful and also look great for the holidays, as you've heard from our wonderful ambassadors here who have shared their tips and tricks with us for this fall and winter season. Thank you for listening. And again, Fall into Winter Up in the Air second edition will be on YouTube for those who want to catch it there. Thank you so much, and stay tuned in 2023 for our next edition of Up in the Air, What's Your Beauty?